we got to.
It's crazy.
We back. We live. We ready to go.
Time.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Welcome to Word on the Streets. I'm your host, Tabitha Simmons.
The late 1800. We're late.
Don't say that.
We're late. We are late.
You can't say the late 1800.
That's why time-wise late.
CP, you can't say that. You can't say that.
I mean, I ain't mean in that way late. No,
we're on CP time. We super late. Like, you can't even call us late. This is apparently do whatever the hell we want to do. It's 7:30, whole 3.
I mean, when you pay the bills, you can do what you want.
Facts. When this your show, we sign in whenever we get ready. We had some technical difficulties, as we always do. Behind the scenes, we got Louis Pruitt producing behind the camera, showing his ass as always. He just got off from work. He tired.
We're gonna be putting in some applications in a minute.
He say it's too hot, boss. He tired.
I don't want to hear nothing about that. I've been at work since 7:30. I don't want to hear that shit. And I'm still going.
Season 1, episode 7. What we got? 4 more to go before the end of this particular season, before we start a new season. 4 more to go? You said 11?
Not 12.
5 more to go. He's giving y'all 12. Yeah. I would have given 11, but anyway.
I want to give. We got to give him that season finale.
Season finale.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to talk about something ridiculously good for a season finale, man.
Well, I'm pretty sure by the time we get to it, it'll be the world keeps getting crazy about a minute. So I'm pretty sure by the time we got this door, we'll have something for next week. Pretty sure.
You still on your diet?
My diet been over tab. You don't see those drinks?
Oh, clearly, because you were eating Doritos.
And I was eating Doritos. Drinking Mountain Dew.
And those are some nasty ass Doritos too. That was a barbecue flavor.
What?
That was a barbecue flavor. Are you high?
Yeah. No, I'm not.
You're not.
And if I was, I wouldn't tell you on camera.
Why not?
No, I wouldn't tell you that.
I would tell you. I would say, yeah, I really am, and so
I'm saying, but why couldn't I have just been hungry or just wanted a tasty treat?
You could have.
No, I definitely wanted a tasty treat.
I need an edible. Shout out to family. I need one of those.
Just leave it at that. Shout out to family. Yeah, don't stop. My cousin Tay. Cousin. Yeah.
Sister,
nah. Don't get a name calling her tab. We can't do it.
Nope. I know better. I got it. Listen. Welcome again, season 1, episode 7. We got some dope things to talk about, as we always do. Breaking news. What are we going to talk about first? I'm excited to talk about the Tupac thing, but I'm going to let you tell me what we discussed it further.
Let's go with this guy that y'all call y'all president.
Joe Biden, weird ass.
Let's go with Sleepy Joe.
Let me let y'all listen to something. I was going to put the video up, but let me let y'all listen to something. Hopefully y'all will be able to hear it. Hold on.
Damn, Sleepy Joe.
Of our time, representing the groundbreaking legacy of hip hop in America, LL Cool J. By the way, the boy's got, I think that man's got biceps bigger than my thighs. I think he's been.
That's y'all king.
So let's ignore the fact that he called him LL Cool King J or whatever. Let's ignore that.
That man said LLJ Cool J.
I don't even want to talk about that. What stood out was that boy's got that man's got. He corrected himself real quick.
Yeah, he had to remember like where he was. But the simple fact that's almost like letting niggas slip out.
he may as well have said.
That man said that boy, that man. Nah, ain't no that boy.
I would have pulled I would have pulled a Tyrese. I would have gone to jail, but he would have had to get that slap because you said boy, and he knew he messed up.
At that moment.
Immediately knew he messed up.
At that moment, you knew you fucked up.
You knew you fucked up. He was like, that boy, that man's got biceps bigger than my thighs.
If that didn't show anything else, that let us know that while y'all worrying about Donald Trump talking about other races, that man literally just told y'all that he talks about other races. It just happened to slip out. And if you didn't catch on to that and you still okay with it, that's on you. I'm not telling you to vote for or don't vote for. I don't give a damn who you vote for. But the simple fact that man said, boy, that's almost like you practice that on a regular basis.
Facts. Is for you to come out and just say it like that. That's a grown ass man. Now, granted, he's not as old as Biden's ass, but that's a grown ass man. He knew he fucked up. if he didn't think anything of it, he'd have kept right on going with his sentence. That boy's got biceps, but he was like, that boy, that man's got biceps like the size of. You knew you messed up, Biden.
But almost like when he messed up,
Like,
he started to describe what might be put on him. Example, that man said they guys got biceps like this. He picturing like LL like getting on his ass. He started Joe reminded himself like, boy, LL, all right, LL, like,
listen, he gonna have to I know that's gonna come back up.
Joe.
There's no way that slipped out and nobody's replaying that.
You
Y'all
noticed that,
replaying
right?
everything else,
You noticed
but
that, ain't
y'all missed that.
They reposting Donald Trump jail picture, talking shit and all that,
But
right?
your president said, boy, to
This y'all
grown-ass
guy though,
black
man. This y'all guy. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we caught that, Biden. And it's so many old ass people. What's the
horrible,
guy's name that keeps having a freeze? The Matrix keeps catching his ass, unplugging on his ass when he's standing up there, and he just be like,
Who that is?
what's the old ass guy there? He damn near 90. What's his name? The first time he had a stroke he was standing up doing a conference, and he was standing up there and he had a stroke right on TV, and he just froze, and then he froze again a couple of weeks ago. It's wild, these old ass people. This how messed up
Batteries running dead on them.
They don't want to give up shit. They don't want to let fresh meat in the office and in the space with new thoughts and new ideas and new shit and new government tactics. They keeping these old ass dinosaur ass motherfuckers in office. Yeah. And they about to die. Like, I looked at every single last one of these people in office, the important people that we need to know, and all of their asses is old.
And all of them be getting like 3 triple bypass surgeries and getting their liver and lungs and shit taken out, like getting replaced with like deer lungs and shit like that. Just to keep on living and keep going.
He out here traveling the world and getting on and off planes, and then when he get on the thing, he's like,
yeah, man, glitching out,
freezing and glitching. That was like a Wendy Williams moment, minus the falling out. When she fell out.
It's a few motherfuckers that done like straight glitched up and fell over. It's a bunch of them.
Like, we need some fresh meat and some fresh mind and fresh thoughts in office, and stop. I don't even know why we even voted for Biden. And he damn near what, 90-something years old?
Yeah,
what do we need a 90-something man?
Y'all wild for that.
I think y'all. I didn't do it. I didn't vote.
You didn't vote this year?
I don't vote at all. Because I don't really have much to I don't really, in my opinion, and it's gonna be some of y'all to get pissed off. I don't give a shit.
We might have the same opinion, but go ahead.
You see the shirt, it's fuck around and find out all day.
That's Mike. That's Uncle Mike.
Michael Myers. You fuck around and find out. Oh God, fuck around and find out.
Uncle Mike, I like that.
The reason why I don't vote, it is my personal opinion that it doesn't matter. Yes, I get that I am black. Yes, I get that I am a black female. I get it. It's my personal choice. I just don't, because I believe that he's a puppet anyway. He don't make all the rules himself, and that's just it. He's being controlled. Somebody's telling him what the hell to do, and when he don't do what the hell he's supposed to do, what do you think happens?
I'm gonna tell you what fucked me up by voting. Get your voice heard. Your voice matter. Your voice count. We want to hear what you have to say. I go vote. We got the most, but the electoral votes haven't been counted yet. What? So you mean to tell me after we've done all this voting, all of our voices have been heard, bullshit you spew, that's still not the winner? You have to go back and do another vote?
Because they didn't like who we chose. That's why I said it. Does it really matter?
But see, that's why I don't get into it. Like you said, I don't think that shit matter either. It's just a puppet, like you said, regardless. Like, so that's weird to me though, man. Like, I don't like that shit is retarded. And I'm gonna say this, then we're gonna go to the next subject. But I don't like when black people do that shit. Man, it's your right, man. You got to go out there and vote. Why you don't see that's wrong with our people? Nah,
our people, our people had to go through so we can vote and blah, blah, blah.
Hey, your voice need to be heard. All right, cool. I'm gonna go vote. Who you vote for? I'm gonna vote for Donald Trump. See, man, that's what I'm talking about. Man, you ain't finna get 2 votes, nigga. Fuck out of here, bro. First you tell me it's my right to choose, then I choose. Oh, you don't like who I'm voting for? Well, kiss my ass. I vote for who the fuck I want to vote for, and I'm choosing to vote for neither.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Ain't voting for shit. Fuck both of them. Kiss my ass. Ain't none of them putting money in my goddamn pocket in my house.
Not a none of them. They won't up the stamps or nothing.
Yeah. I know what y'all think too. He can't get mad if something happen. Nope, that's wrong.
I really don't. I'm still gonna get mad. I'm still gonna talk shit
But I
about
don't
who
think
y'all
that's
vote for. I'm
I
gonna
don't
talk
think
shit
that's right,
about
though,
who
Tam.
lost, whether I voted or not.
I don't think that's right though. I think that's actually flipped.
What?
They said if you don't vote, then you should have
Shouldn't
nothing to say
have
about
to
that.
say about it.
I disagree. Y'all made these choices. Us, on the other hand, chose to stay home.
Facts.
We had nothing to do with the shit y'all chose. Should have stayed at home.
Oh,
Nobody gonna vote and see what happens.
We're gonna get it in the comment section on YouTube. They be on our asses.
Oh, I seen it earlier, Tab.
Yo, you see how they tried? They tried to get on your girl about you
Yeah.
said about listen, side note, the season episode 6 was where we talked about idolizing couples, married
Yeah, I
couples,
saw that
famous
earlier,
celebrity.
yeah.
They were like, don't idolize and don't look up to these couples. And I said, yeah, but come on, like I like them though. And they were like, he said, don't
Yeah.
idolize, and she idolized. Nah, what he did was simply state the fact that she like idolizing is saying, oh my God, I want my relationship to be
Yeah,
like theirs. Or I
ain't
want my because listen, we respond back. I respond back.
Oh,
Because they wasn't looking for me to respond in them comments. First of all, it's called idolizing. Understand the difference between the two. Because we can go back and forth all day, English wise. Don't put words in my mouth.
I think they so used to people like who have like pages or platforms that don't
Shit.
respond. Shit, I'm in the mode. You be eyeing me like a mother.
I'm in the comments and I'm on your ass. I'm on your ass. So say something if you want to. We can go back and forth. I always got all day.
All day long.
All
you know,
day.
It's all love, baby.
Now we offer y'all president. Can we talk about
Who's it?
KPD?
Yeah, man. That's a touchy subject for me too, Tab.
It's a touchy subject for us all.
That's my favorite rapper, man.
It's a
That's
day
fucked
late
up.
and $1 short.
But I've
But we're
been piecing shit together though for a fact. But Keefe Ben told us though.
He told us a long time ago.
Store.
He said he was in the car. He said it a long time ago. What?
I'm gonna be real with you though.
Let me tell him about it first. Hold on.
Oh yeah, you go.
If you guys haven't heard, let me tell y'all what's going on or what went down. It was considered, of course, it was considered breaking news, right? So breaking news. Keefe D, this guy named Keefe, what's his name? Keith Kevin something Davis or whatever the case may be, was arrested. Keefe D indicted a couple of days ago for the murder of Tupac Shakur. He was arrested a couple of mornings ago while taking a walk near his home in Las Vegas. The Nevada grand jury indicted Dwayne Keefe D. Davis in the 1996 drive-by killing of Tupac Shakur. He was only 25. Davis was described as the on-ground, on-site commander who ordered the death of Shakur Davis. Davis's home was what's the word I'm looking for now?
What it is.
His home was raided, is the word I'm looking for. A couple of months ago, it came across the timeline that was breaking news again that his home was raided. And they didn't tell you what they found, but they did find like a magazine with Tupac, a Vibe magazine with Tupac on the cover, 45 caliber guns, his memoir that he was writing all the stuff in, and all that other kind of stuff they found. But it was enough that they said, hey, okay, listen, you were the mastermind behind this and you called the shots on this. So you're the person that we're going to bring down. Now go.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Tab, on some real shit. I do believe Orlando, which is Keefe D nephew, I do believe Baby Lane did shoot Tupac. I believe that. But I feel like Suge, though, I don't think
Mitch
that
McConnell.
gun, I don't think those 4 shots killed Tupac. I think Pac was killed, and this like, y'all gonna say conspiracy theory, but I think them people, folks, y'all know who I'm talking to. I think them people killed Pac in the hospital after they put a plug on Pac. I don't think he just died from those gunshot wounds.
You don't think so?
Nah, I don't. I think it was a bigger plan because like you have to look at this like it's a deeper story behind all this shit. Like with his mama, like when she was pregnant with Tupac when she was in jail and defended herself and won against the Supreme Court when she with the Black Panthers and all that shit. Like she won against a racist system. So what better way to get back at a black mom than destroy her son? Like if you've seen the movie, she told him straight up, like in the movie, they're gonna give you the tools that you need to destroy yourself.
Facts.
And that's what happened. They gave him the world, and then I think they took him from it. Like that's what they did, because he had a sister. She didn't have to go through all that shit bullshit he was going through. Nah, she took a very powerful woman, took his son, and tried to emasculate him in front of the world, but it wouldn't work.
It's so much that we can say. I loved loved Tupac. Now you can put Idolizing on that.
Nah, that's my favorite rapper. Like, that's my guy.
That-
like, if
that's
three
my
people
dude.
in life I
That's
wanted
my
to meet, and 2 out of 3 I met.
Who are they?
Plies, Young Dro, yeah, Tupac.
Sexy Red.
Not yet. Real soon, Sexy Red, and we're gonna take a picture too.
Listen, I would have loved to have met Tupac. I
Yeah.
would have loved to have met Michael Jackson.
But how would you act?
That's it.
How would you act to tell? Like, let's say like if you like was like to meet Pac or meet Michael Jackson, like how would you act like when you met them?
I'll just die.
Like why
Like, I'll
though?
pass the hell out because that's
but why though?
Michael Jackson.
I want
You remember when they showed all those videos of him at concert? You people passing out like that.
So he like him.
Like it's Michael. Like
He
I
just standing
can't
on stage
even.
for
Y'all
like
caught me
15
again.
minutes.
Here y'all go. You catch me again. I idolize.
I ain't
him.
idolizing neither one of them.
I love
Pac is
Michael
my
Jackson.
guy.
Michael could have gotten it.
Oh, but say that. Say
I
you
would've
gave.
given
Say you gave Mike some pussy. Okay, say that. That's fine.
I would have.
But don't fall out trying you a fan.
I would have because it's Michael.
I wouldn't give a damn who it is. The only Michael you better fall out from is the motherfucker on your shirt. That's the only Michael you better fall out from, and that's when he got a knife to your throat. Other than that, Tail, I wouldn't give a damn who it is. Tail. I'm not
I hate
idolizing no human that was born
I
from
hate
another
him.
human. I ain't idolizing
Michael.
shit.
Michael.
I'm not idolizing a damn person. I see Pac. What's up, bro? How you doing? Hey,
No,
love your music, man. I
would've
love
did
your
the
legacy.
Same thing, especially
What's
for
up,
Pac,
Mike? How you
I
doing,
would-
Mike? I love your work, love your legacy, man. You're a good dude, man.
Okay, fine. And
But I'm not falling out over these guys.
because you shouldn't. You too manly to do some shit like that. Like you can't just fall
Like,
out.
like,
over no
I've
dude.
met Nicki Minaj before. Like, I'm not no fallout guy.
You shouldn't be falling out. That's gay. I'm just gonna
But
tell
you
I'm
had
just
grown
gonna
men
say-
falling out on
That's
Michael Jackson.
They different though.
So I would be gay for falling
You
out.
too-
So I would be
you
gay
too
for falling out by
hardcore.
Nicki Minaj. But the grown men that fell out
Yes.
over another man ain't gay.
Yes, I would say they're you. I'm not talking about other people.
What you mean? How?
You.
So you have to be a certain person to be considered that?
Yes.
No.
Yes. If you fall out because you meet any celebrity, you are special. We probably can't even say gay.
No,
Not
okay,
meaning
no, I'm
that
saying don't
you're
say
in
that.
that lifestyle. You know how back in the day we could throw around that word loosely.
Yeah, well, you
and
can't throw it
means-
around.
Like you can't throw it around.
can't throw that
now.
word
It
around
doesn't
no
mean
more.
that you're gay or all gay people fall for Michael Jackson. That's not what I'm saying.
I'll say
So
what the fuck
hush
I
the
wanna say,
bullshit.
but-
I'm just simply saying. Let's move on because these people are about to piss me off about.
I ain't tripping.
Like my niece said, let me tell you something funny, y'all. I'm gonna tell you something. Hey, Nala, my niece says to me, my niece called me, my 5-year-old niece. This is how my brain works, right? My 5-year-old niece calls me. She got a little sad face, right? And she said, I said, hey, babe, what's up? Are you okay? And she's like, no. I said, tell me what's wrong. Gma is pissing me off. I said,
I know you lying.
I said, whoa, okay. Okay, first of all, you cannot say Gma is pissing you off because pissing is a bad word. Because my mother says that all the time. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. You pissing
Gotcha.
me off. No, you're gonna piss me off. So that's where she get it from. She thinks she thought it was okay to say it. So I'm like, pissing me off means making me mad. So can we just try to say Gma is making me mad? Can we say that? And I said, tell me again. She said, Gma is making me really mad. And I was like, there you go. I thought I would say
She
that
put
because
that really on there.
Gma is pissing me off.
No, G-Mall's really, yeah, G-Mall's definitely pissing me off. He said to say G-Mall's mad. She's really mad.
Listen, back
Yes.
to the Tupac thing. They have to get somebody. It's 27. I'm not going to say, do we even care? Because if it was my family member, I don't
I
care
do.
if it takes 50 years to get whoever's responsible. I want whoever's responsible, but I want everybody that's responsible to go down. I don't just want the person who ordered the shot, if that's the case, who did that. I want the person who took the shots. I want the person driving. I want the backseat driver. I want the person.
So you want the person that orchestrated it, really?
Yeah,
You want?
I want him too. That
well,
is
I'm a cute-
QVD.
Well, no, it's not. QVD is not the one that orchestrated
They're
this
saying
murder.
he did.
It's not. QVD carried it out once his nephew was stumped out at the MGM Grand. Who really gave the word really was Puff P. Diddy Combs.
Don't you say that
You
now.
crazy as hell. Puff Daddy. And this is from QVD. That's
He's
what I'm
lame,
telling
he
you.
lame as shit anyway.
But
He
no,
probably-
Tupac, no, that man put out $1 million bounty on Tupac. And what happened was when he put you're gonna hear another dude named Zip. You're gonna hear that word, you're gonna hear the man Zip name come up too now. Watch. But Puff put out $1 million bounty on Tupac. And when Pac got shot in Vegas after stumping out Orlando, Puff called QVD and said, hey, was that us? Puff was supposed to have sent $1 million to Zip. And I guess Zip was supposed to give his half, keep his half, and get the other half to Keefy D.
Why the hell
But-
are you so informative?
But
on
Keefy
this?
D said Zip told him Puff ain't send no bag. So that's when you're going to get the second part of this, where it goes over to who killed Biggie.
Well, we know the answer to that.
Oh,
You said his name already. The same person behind Tupac.
okay. Well, he ain't crazy. Because they said, even with Biggie died by the hands of an LA nigga, but by the word of a New York nigga.
Keefy D, somebody said, I haven't heard this entire story, but I haven't heard the entire story, but how did this man come into the story? Keefy D has been in the story since the very, very beginning.
Since November 7th. Since November 7th, 1996.
Since the very beginning.
Tab, I know that date. I was just 6 years older. So I don't remember that date.
September.
I've been studying.
September. What is November? I thought he died in September.
September 7th.
Yeah.
He was shot September 7th.
Yes. He's been in there this entire time. They've questioned him. They talk about how they just now came back into the light, the public eye, because they had information. They got intel on him. So they raided his place and they said they found some things that related to Tupac's murder. 27 years later, you find something in this man's house. What the hell did he have? He had this because he had a Vibe magazine with Tupac on the front. I got a Vibe magazine with him on the front.
Yeah, but you ain't also been around the world having interviews. Yeah, I was the one in the car.
Was saying that check out
this
his memoir.
This man been doing interviews for years about how he did this or whatever. And he got this person right. He got Tupac killed, and they did this, and they was gonna go to 66 Deuce and meet him over there, but they wasn't there yet and all that stuff, which is Suge Club in Vegas. But like, I've been up on this shit, Tab, for a long time.
Speaking of Suge, he made a comment that said,
"Free Keefy D."
Yeah, free Keefy D. He's not no comment. He's not making a comment. Keefy D.
That's one or two things. Because he said Keefy D ain't the one that he said He said they didn't.
I think he had something to do with it too.
But it's one or two reasons as to why he did that. Either he did that because Orlando Anderson, which is the guy that supposedly killed Pac, testified in court on Suge's behalf
I remember
and said that Suge didn't put hands on him. He was trying to break it up. But clearly Suge was putting hands and feet on him too. But he just did that so he could lighten Suge's sentence or whatever, which I don't know why he would do that. But, or the other part of it would be, again, Pac didn't die by the hands of that white Cadillac.
They've got his sister. Justice is still, I don't know what's being served. I don't know if they're doing this to say we're over the case. Somebody has to.
Mopreme.
What happened?
He has a brother too named
A
Mopreme.
real brother by the same mom?
Yeah, Mopreme. Now they got same dad.
Same dad.
Yeah, Mopreme.
You know, his dad, the guy who called dad, whose last name he took, Shakur Mtulu. Shakur, we were supposed to interview him and he passed away. They just had his funeral a couple of weeks ago.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like, it's too much shit, like too much spooky shit going on.
Yeah,
like,
he passed away.
All of a sudden he died. Now they arresting Keefy D.
He just got released at the beginning of the year. Mtulu Shakur, when I reached out to his representative to interview him, they were on board. I was super excited. The beginning of January, he got out of jail. I think December. If I'm not mistaken,
that's crazy. None of this shit.
We weren't together. This hadn't been formed yet.
Well, you should be working on both.
City part. So he got out of jail in December of 2022, right? So his representative got back to me and said, yes, when he's just getting home and he's sick.
Oh.
He's sick. So once he gets better and he starts doing interviews, I'll let you know and we'll put you on the schedule. I said, cool. So watching what happens. So then you have the Walk of Fame on the Star.
Yep.
Tupac just got his star on the Walk of Fame, on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, right? A couple of months ago. And then with Mtulu Shakur, he released a book. He was getting better. Released a book. Journal. Whatever it is, couple of weeks later, gone. He dies. There goes my interview. Selfishly, I don't know. It's the first thing I thought. Shit. There goes my interview. Couple of months after that, this happens. So, of course, the sister, we're supposed to be interviewing her. She's on the schedule too for another, I think in December, if I'm not mistaken, because so much has been going on with Tupac, and she runs his charity.
Is that the In My City part?
That is not in my you know that is
so I can interview Tupac sister for real?
Yes. I reached out. Yes.
And no, I'm not idolizing her. I'm just a real big Tupac fan. So
Listen,
I'm not
as close
idolizing
as I
anybody.
can get to him, I'm gonna
But
get
I do want to.
the closest I could have gotten was Latula Shakur, who knew him. That's the
Yeah.
man, his mother.
That's what I'm
You
talking
know,
about.
that's his last name. But now that he's not here,
Yeah.
we're interviewing the
that.
sister. But when it comes to Tupac, like we're not real friends. We're not real fans. We're not satisfied. I'm not satisfied.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I'm
But
telling you.
this goes deep down the rabbit hole.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, but once you figure that out, like I said, then they're gonna start. Puff is gonna come into play real soon. And that's why Puff, if you notice, Diddy been on that love everything, love everybody.
Love.
Nah, nigga.
Yeah, that's his name now.
Nah,
He done
nigga.
changed his name to Love.
Nah, bro. No.
Love these, Diddy.
You gonna forget that, big dog. We ain't forgot. Straight up.
You remember that in wrestling?
Oh yeah, to my
Suck it.
Generation X,
Suck
Triple
it.
H,
That was my shit.
Shawn Michaels.
I used to get in trouble for that.
You use that shit in school, ain't it?
I did when I was an adult too.
You grown for that, tab. And you put that little face with it too.
Oh, we got next. I can't even begin to continue to talk. And we could talk about this. We could talk about
This could be a whole. I ain't gonna lie, Tupac could be like a topic for a whole
he
day.
was going to be. He had changed his music. This the last little bit of Tupac I want to talk about. Political wise, he would have been a beast.
Of course.
That could not have happened in this century. They were not going to let that happen. And
No.
it's the same they that killed Michael Jackson, the same they
Yep.
that killed Whitney Houston,
Yep.
the same they that took out everybody else
Yep.
that you think just up and was
Abraham Lincoln.
delivering a positive message. Y'all don't notice
John
that.
F. Kennedy,
Who else?
Martin Luther King.
Bow, bow, bow. Who else?
They even-
Everybody
They
else.
even,
That's who they is.
they played a part in Malcolm X too, though. They just had his own people kill him.
That's who they is.
They just had his own
Anytime
people
we get closer to the truth and
Robin
people
Williams.
start listening to you, it's okay for them to listen to us when we're talking about foolishness, when we're talking about dumb shit, when we're talking about killing and murdering and hoes and bitches and money and gold and stuff like that.
yeah.
But when we wisen up and we start talking about
Mhm.
the economy, how they taking the money away from this to give to this, the middle class, the poor, the rich, the black people, the drugs in the system, all this other kind of stuff. When artists or famous people start wisening up, that's when you see a pattern.
Yeah.
That's when you see a pattern. First, they try to make it seem like they're crazy, and people are dumb enough to believe it. They start honing in on certain things they do that they were keeping out of the limelight in the beginning to make them seem crazy.
Of course, they're always gonna do that. Like, it's just like even like with powerful people like Oprah. When I say power, I mean like money. I don't mean like they have power over people, but as far as like with the money, like Oprah and Jay-Z and all them, right? All these billionaires and Jordan just becoming I think 3 billion now. So why is it that Oprah making commercials talking about we need hardworking people to donate money to this charity and all that stuff?
But you got enough money to take the whole day. What about that school over there you
What-
doing, Oprah?
What
about
happened? What happened with this? You get a car, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. What the fuck happened to all that shit?
You got taxes. You got
Now
taxes.
you
pay
coming up
taxes,
to
and
the
you pay
working people like
taxes.
me, like billionaires always do that shit. Like want to come to regular working people and ask them for money when they have all the money. Like, God damn.
Yeah, give away some of your money, but they
Shit.
rather put it all in charity, though. Their choice of charity.
Such and such got $2 billion. They're on the Forbes list, and they have given over 100,000 in charity. But you got $2 fucking billion. And you worth $2 billion. And you only gave $100,000 in charity. Like, that's supposed to be something big. Nah, I'm not impressed.
Reality came to me when I was watching. My other half started me watching a show called Ballers with The Rock football on Netflix.
Yeah.
I love that show, by the way. And you get to see firsthand who runs everything. And this story is based on the NFL.
Mhm.
So I'm sitting here watching the show and watching how many powerful people there are behind the scenes, the white, Caucasian, whatever you want to call it, behind the scenes.
Mhm.
You win when they say you win.
Yeah.
If it's a black person in the movie, The Ball is it's one black female at this huge board, NFL people who are making the top decisions on whether or not to allow The Rock to have a new NFL team and put the NFL team in a specific location. These are the 12 or 13 people you talk to. It's one black female on there. You win when they say you can win. If you're doing some small stuff, you 1,000 there, you 100,000 there, that's fine. But like making it.
Yeah.
They gotta say they got their hands in
Of
everything.
course, yeah. Like, listen, I honestly think 5 million would be their max. Like, I think you can get up to 5 million without them fucking around with you.
You can't go over 9,999 without them fucking with you.
No, I think you can more than you think you can.
Yeah, they ain't gonna pay attention to you like that until you get to like, I think your first million, you better have won the lottery.
Like, first, I don't think they really gonna fuck with you like that though. Nah, because I could just be saving money over time. So like, but I think like once you get to like that, because even like with people that's like in the industry, right? Let's say like rappers who get out like they just started making money. Like the elite haven't really like got a hold of them yet. So I think they let you get like between 1 and 5 million. You know, the moment you start creeping up there in that 9, 10, 11 range.
I don't think they care as long as you don't start talking about stuff and you got enough people that rock with you, like Michael Jackson. I would have, if Michael Jackson ran for president, I would have voted.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you can influence the culture, if you can influence the culture,
influence like Tupac,
if you can influence the culture,
a huge cultural influencer. Yeah, you can't stay here. And you're talking about getting into politics too?
I just think Pac was just loyal to like some of the wrong people, or like was loyal to some of the like wrong stuff, I should say.
Did you watch his that last documentary that came on? It was dope. The very last documentary. I think it was on. I can't remember if it was on Hulu or Amazon Prime, but it's the very last.
Oh no, you talking about Dear Mama? By him and his mama. That's what it is, Dear Mama.
Is that the one where he talked about how he didn't want to have to sing about certain things or talk about certain things like bitches and hoes and drugs and stuff when that wasn't really what he was into? But he felt like he didn't have a choice.
Yeah, because it's the same thing with Charleston White. When I was talking heavy preacher talk, which I would consider preacher talk, and let's come together and let's make our own schools and our own money. Let's take the black communities and all us come together. Nobody was listening. But when I say pick up this pistol and get this crack and go on the corner and let's fuck with the hoes and throw money on these bitches and all that shit. Now everybody coming in.
Now everybody want to listen.
So that's why Pac was like, he gave you like, he gave you those club bangers and like those gangster songs or whatever. But he also gonna give you music to make you think. Plies do the same thing.
Plies is different now. After you've been in the industry for so long,
it's
only a matter of time before something changes.
Yeah,
and you get tired of
that's
being
my guy, man. But
the foolishness. I like Plies. He trips me out when it comes to Britney Spears.
He did, yeah.
He obsessed.
Yeah, he obsessed with Britney Spears. You know what's crazy? I think the way he look at Britney Spears is how like I kind of like low key look at Sexy Red a little bit. But I think he is an OD though. Like for me, like I just I think like she's like just a cool person.
Yeah.
But I think Plies like really like want Britney for real.
Like I don't know what his obsession is with her. Like every time she do a video, he on it.
Yeah.
He like
it's all right, you know like
what we got next? What's up next? We got listen, we're gonna get Chicago man sentenced to 35 years after confessing to fatally shooting woman in her home after learning that she was a transgender.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
I'll be real with you. I don't think it's right to kill anybody over their sexual preference or whatever it is that they may feel like they are. I just want to know, like, what drew you over the edge? Like, how did you find? Like, do you believe like it was like a certain way, like you can present that to somebody though?
Yeah, usually they just tell you.
Like, cause I'm on some shit like, how was it presented to them?
What was he like? Like I don't know the whole entire story. Don't say too much about it.
Yeah.
But he went over to hang out or whatever, and it just says he learned. I don't know how he learned. I don't know if he was rubbed on the
But
wrong
that's what I'm thinking. Like,
or
so was it like, okay, I'm gonna just be
she
honest.
finally
This is what I
said,
am.
"Let me be honest," because then you give them an opportunity for a man, in my opinion, for a man to go over the edge like that and kill a transgender. It's because they found out in a manner of which they shouldn't have found out. I don't know if they had been dating. I'm gonna go ahead and state your opinion about what's going on. Let me try to.
No, like I just feel like
really
you should. Like, I don't think you should kill nobody over their preference. Like I said, but I do believe like if you're going to, like, if you are like a transgender, whatever you are, I think you should let people know off the rip. Like, don't wait until y'all back at home or wherever y'all at or whatever in y'all private setting. Let a person know that up front. Like, be fair. Like, if you already like doing some stuff like a lot of people like don't agree with, but that's your choice. You do what you want to do, but let the person know like up front. I think that's my opinion, Tab.
She told him.
I mean, just flat out told him.
Yes. 21-year-old man has been sentenced to 35 years in prison for murdering a transgender woman in her Chicago home. Orlando Perez pleaded guilty to first-degree murder on Thursday. Multiple counts of first-degree murder, armed robbery, home invasion, and burglary were dropped to prosecutors. Blah, 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 blah. After hanging out at her apartment, Perez asked Reyes Hernandez, which is the female, transgender female, if she was a woman. He became upset and left when she said not a natural born woman.
Okay.
He remained pissed off by the discovery, and then he returned later, a short time later, and
keep doing some shit.
Yeah, finding her apartment door open, he went inside and shot Reyes in the head and fled.
And that's fucked up, man. Now I don't think you should kill nobody from no type of shit.
He's young, 21 years old. She's in her 30s.
I'm saying, but like, but bro, I mean,
it's sad. It's sad.
We don't need to try to hide the motherfucker. You thought you gonna kill the motherfucker, and that was the end.
It saddens me that
he was over with regardless.
Most of the ones that I know say they don't have time to be trying to lose their life. And that's the main reason why they say something. I believe if they didn't if their life wasn't in danger, I believe that it's some of them who won't say a damn thing. But most do say it because when you're dealing with a grown man who, first of all, if you're dealing with a DL man, a down low man, which means that, of course, nobody knows, but that's just his preference behind closed doors, or, you know, and then, or if you're dealing with a straight guy who's obviously coming at you looking like a female, they have changed. You've got plastic surgery. You've got a lot of them out here that look like women. And the only way you know is to ask. I've been asked.
What?
If was I natural? Was I born? I'm dead ass. And you know why? It's because I'm 6'2". These motherfuckers out here act like they never seen a 6'2" female. And what the fuck are the ones that are playing basketball? You know what? They ask when I'm done up. When I'm done up and my face is done and my hair is done and I'm dressed, that's when they ask. That's when they ask. That dumbass question. That's when they ask.
That's retarded.
Now, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but are you a real woman? Is your mama a real woman? Ask your daddy. He know.
Dad, is your mama a real woman? That's fucked up, Dad.
But anyway, a lot of them do say something. And men have killed a lot of females, a lot of them, or at least beat the shit out of them because you involved with they dating you and hanging out with you at night. I don't know if it feels different or what. But listen, if you already been intimate with one.
No, the way he said it is funny. He said they dating you and taking you out. What the fuck?
Yeah, and then you say, listen, I'm not a real female. That would I'm sure that pisses a guy off.
Oh my gosh, that shit is
because
amazing.
It's embarrassing.
No, what you said it was funny.
Damn it.
I get why
be serious.
I get why motherfucker would want to kill you, but just don't kill him, no man, please.
So you wouldn't be enraged by a female you were dating for some time.
Enraged is different from killing, though.
That's what it takes for some people. They're so enraged in their anger, and they're so
not
enraged.
Gonna stop them 40 years.
They're gonna kill them.
You're gonna get 40 fucking years.
They don't give a shit about that, clearly.
But you're gonna kill one and then go to jail for the next 40 years and be around a bunch of them.
Or you're going to become one.
But that would, you see what I'm saying? Does it make sense, Tam?
Honesty is the best policy. Quit
Yes.
wasting people time.
Yes.
But he ain't have to kill though. Facts.
No, I agree. Like that's what I'm saying.
There's a lot of them that have killed them.
So let that be a lesson to the rest of you. If that's what you are, go and tell the person up front. Don't be with that. Be with that. Well, I'm gonna just keep it a secret. Okay, all right.
The problem I have with men is the over exaggeration of I don't want to be around one of them, or I don't want to be around a gay person. To me, that makes you gay.
No, I disagree.
You're hiding something.
Nope,
if you overly, you can't, because you sit by a transgender or a gay guy or be in a bunch of room. All right.
No, I could, but I disagree. No, I'm saying, but I disagree though. That mean that they're gay?
Oh, that means you hiding something.
I disagree.
Listen, we were just in here with an amazing group of LGBTQ doing a shoot, and shout out to Kerry and his group. They're shooting a reality TV show here in Columbia, South Carolina. But he said the same thing. He was like, okay, if you're overdoing it, you don't have to protect your manhood, because 9 times out of 10, they don't want you no way.
I'm still gonna disagree. That don't mean that it's gay. That's like saying a person.
That means you hiding something.
No, it's not. That's like saying a person who don't want to be in a room full of crack is. You're hiding. You must be doing crack. No, I don't want to fucking be around it.
You're a former crackhead.
No, it is not. That just means I don't. That just means I don't want. There's nothing wrong with not wanting to be around something.
I'm not saying just simply not wanting to be around them, but you're overdoing it.
How? By saying I don't want to be around?
No, not just saying I don't want to be in a room. You have that right to say, oh no, I don't want to be in a room. That doesn't mean you're gay. I mean like overdoing it and over dramatizing the situation. Like F that, I don't want to be around no gay nigga or no faggot or none of these. Just saying, but overdoing it over. I can't rock like just over voicing your opinion about the situation.
No, don't be around them. But I can't say every man that do that is hiding something.
You can't.
I can't say every man that does that's hiding something. I can't. I refuse.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree.
I refuse to believe Tab. You know how many fucking people are on this planet?
Our next word on the street, I'm gonna bring Kerry here.
I won't give a damn who you bring.
I'm gonna bring Kerry here, and we're gonna talk about it. Because you know what? And I'm
in my opinion, ain't gonna change. I won't give a damn who you bring here.
He knows
my opinion not gonna change.
He's been in a lifestyle forever. Now he's saying 9 times out of 10, if a dude is behaving that way,
I disagree.
Yes,
I'm gonna disagree.
He is on the deal.
I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna disagree.
And how would you know?
Because there's too many damn men on the planet to say that every man that's like that is gay. No, the numbers don't support it.
My numbers support it, and so
numbers don't support that.
You don't have to act out. If you don't want to be around them, then don't be around them. Don't call them out of their name. Don't act all weird. Don't be moving all over the place like something's wrong. That means you're not comfortable in your masculinity. They don't want you.
Okay. So when they did it, when they did it back in the 80s, when they used to kick motherfuckers in the ass for doing that shit. Okay. Let me finish. Because your father and your father's father wasn't going for that shit. And motherfuckers got them used to get their lunch money taken and kicked in the ass, selling up the street. A lot of that shit went on. So are you trying to tell me that our fathers and grandfathers and all the other men that stood up and said, no, hell no, that ain't gonna fly around here, they was hiding something?
They weren't. No. What I'm saying is somebody who is over dramatizing the situation.
I just told you.
A gay person, if there happens to be a gay guy here, and you sit up here and you say, don't put me around no motherfucking fag, and I don't want to be around no gay dude. I don't like that. You don't have to do all that to not be around somebody.
No, that I will agree with. No, I don't. No, I know. No, I agree that you don't have to do that.
That's what I'm saying.
I just disagree with the fact that every guy that does that is gay.
He gay.
I'm not gonna agree. I will agree with if you overdoing it, bro. It's just not that serious to me. It's not.
Why are you so uncomfortable? Why are you not comfortable in your man? He don't want you. That doesn't mean.
No, it's not even about a man being comfortable in his masculinity. Some things, Tab, just don't fly with some people, Tab. You cannot force everything on everybody. Some people really, literally, I don't want that shit around me. Get the fuck away from me with that bullshit. I don't think that every guy that says that is gay. Do I think they should overreact every time? No,
that's
I don't.
What I'm talking
they
about.
should not. But to call them gay is incorrect.
I'm not the only person.
Because some be gay, you damn right. But a person
that number is really, damn high.
But it's okay. So you're saying that number is higher than the person that's sitting next to them and comfortable? That person could be DL because they're super comfortable being around them.
No, how can you be? No, 1800. That's shit.
No, it's not.
That shit.
Y'all women come with every reason to call a man sassy or gay, and quite frankly, I'm about tired of this shit. From a woman's
point of view, this is from people who listen. We had this conversation while they were here, and these are men who are like that, who are in the lifestyle. The photo shoot we just had. I just had this conversation, and they would know the numbers are severely high for guys who show their ass. They're saying that you showing your ass and acting all disgusting, like you don't want to be around them. You are uncomfortable because maybe you are that way.
I'm not not saying, okay, some guys may be that way, Tab, but you said every guy. No, every guy that does that is not.
All of y'all that do it, that means you.
No, I disagree. I'm gonna disagree. Again, there's too many men on the planet.
I feel like you want to fight. You want to fight?
No, I know. For what?
I don't know how to argue. I get mad.
You know how to argue?
I don't know how to argue.
You
I
want
get
to choose
so
a nigga over me? Your flesh and blood, your child.
You gonna choose it?
Why we gonna choose a nigga over me?
We can agree to disagree. Okay, we'll agree to disagree. And
Do I think
we'll
do I think it's guys that's gay that does that? Yeah, but I'm just saying every guy that does it is not. That's all I'm saying, Tab. I don't want to get that misconception that every guy that overreacts is that or kind of likes that. No, I'm not gonna say every guy. A lot of them, yes, I give you that, but not every, Tab. No.
I still say
That's fine.
all the ones that do it, I feel, in my opinion, I think they're gay.
That's cool.
I think they're gay.
Well, but I gave you another scenario about people overreacting, and you said no. So, I mean,
I understand where you're coming from too.
I'm saying
You shouldn't call all of them. Maybe it's just
that's all I'm saying. All of them know.
never been
Again,
around.
do I think that's overreacting? Yes. I think nigga, you add a little bit too much drama on it. But I'm not saying you adding drama on it because you're gay. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Somebody got in late, said all the guys that do it. I was simply saying that all the guys that behave in a particular manner around another gay guy, I said, then you gay. If you got to show your ass because you don't want to be around a gay person, instead of just saying, I'm going to excuse myself, or nah, I'm not with it. Or case in point, Boosie's son was, Tootie was in a video shoot. And he was doing something in a movie. And this guy came from out of the room, but he had his chest out. I guess he may be in transition or whatever. Tootie was enjoying himself, smoking a blunt or whatever, and having a good time. And then he looked down and was like, oh man, that's a man with titty. Oh no, man, I can't do this. And he walked out. That's all right. But to say, like, if to me personally, if he overreacts, like, yo, get that faggot out of here, or this gay person or that motherfucker, this don't make no sense. It's overdoing it. Like it's like you are petrified of another person that don't want you to begin with. And I said that makes you gay.
Nah, you talking crazy. Petrified, no, Tab. And that's another thing. Y'all got to stop saying, what I be saying, y'all be saying, what's the word for it? Homophobia. Y'all got to stop saying that shit too. Because phobia means what?
You're scared.
Means fear. A lot, they don't, just because a person don't fear. Just because that's what I'm saying.
Then what is it?
Just because people just don't, it's some things people just don't want to deal with that. It's like that.
And what is that called?
What you mean what it's called? It's plenty of straight men that just don't want to fuck with it. What is wrong with doing something that was originally done this way? What is wrong with what is wrong with the original?
You gay.
I'm asking you, what is wrong with the original? I disagree. That's it. I'm saying I don't understand. Gay. I mean, that's your opinion. I'm not gonna say every guy that does that, gay Tab. I'm not.
I don't talk about this no more. 1800. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna be no I ain't no damn crybaby neither. No, I love a good debate. I mean,
but we both agree though. Like, don't kill nobody over that shit. It's not that serious.
That's what we can't agree on.
Don't kill nobody over that shit.
Nobody's life is worth you finding out.
It ain't that serious yet.
Then what do you do if you're super embarrassed? What do you do if you haven't slept with the person so you wouldn't know?
But nobody would have known, but them too.
Know. What if people know? What if you've been seen out? You introduced to the boys, and now your mama done met him, your grandma done met him, and now why you gotta laugh? Because I don't even want to talk about this no more.
Hey, you talking mama done met him, your grandma met him.
What if your children probably done seen him, but you just haven't been intimate with the person? And then when it comes time, they're like, "Yo, listen, you don't put in time. Maybe it's 6-7 months, and now you say, okay, I got something to tell you."
But I won't say that.
I wasn't
y'all better tell these motherfuckers up front.
You gonna get your ass whipped.
Y'all better start telling motherfuckers.
9 times out of 10, you have to fight.
Ass whooping, all right, cool. I'm cool. You want to whoop the man ass? That's
you
cool.
know how enraged.
But don't kill him though. Don't kill him though.
Yeah.
Because now you got a hate crime. You got murder and a hate crime. Like, don't kill it, man.
A woman's been breastfeeding her husband since 2017. The woman's been breastfeeding her husband since 2017. Says it has brought them closer.
What do you think, Doug?
If I say I can't say it's nasty because we drinking cow's milk. We all but laying underneath the cow, sucking the cow's titties. But we drinking cow's milk. We used to breastfeed. I mean, if you were a kid, you used to breastfeed. I mean, listen, to each its own. Whatever. I'm not against anything you do in your household, in the privacy of your bedroom with your husband or your wife. Whatever works in your marriage. If it's if breastfeeding your husband and that's brought y'all closer, then more power to you. Because a lot of people marriage ain't even withstanding. But they talk openly about it. They got a little podcast show about, and then he comes underneath there, the kids on one and he's on the other. And I'm like,
what's wrong with it?
What are you saying?
I'm asking, what's wrong with it?
You're a grown ass man.
What's wrong with that?
What are you doing?
What's wrong with that?
That's
you've been you've been conditioned to believe that a certain age is a cutoff. That's all this is. You've been conditioned.
Like Ice-T's wife Coco, like she's saying a kid like 19 or something, still breastfeeding.
But I'm saying,
so
it's okay. Like how you said the cow milk. So it's okay for me to drink cow milk at 33 and 27.
Put it in a cup.
No, I mean 27.
Put it in a cup.
No, but I'm saying, but y'all don't tell me that y'all the mothers of the land and y'all the nourishment, y'all the nourishers and all that shit. And then a man come for nourishment, and now it's you ain't no baby. Well, look how you mother, you nourishing or you ain't.
Well, what he wants to do? Pop the titty out and give it to you?
Well, apparently they still together with no problem.
They're married.
Okay.
That's why I started to say, if that's what you do in your marriage, then that's fine.
I'm saying, but what's wrong with it?
I didn't say anything was wrong with it. Other than, if that's what you do in your marriage, that's fine.
So it's okay, so it's okay for a man to suck your titty in sexual. You know what I'm saying? He can do all kind of shit he want to do with your titty then. But when he want to get some nourishment, it's a problem. Make it make sense, man.
Put that shit in a cup. If you're doing, because you have to watch them. If you want milk, put the shit in a cup. Let her lactate in a cup. Why are you a grown ass man getting milk from?
She get every damn thing. She get the pleasure from goddamn nigga sucking on titty.
She said it's very intimate. Is what she said.
So what's the problem? Okay. We don't even know we don't know what we're doing on a regular basis the right way. What are they doing the right way, Tam?
I say they are doing it the right way, only because we're not supposed to be drinking cow's milk. Cow's milk is for cows. Human milk is for humans.
Exactly. And that man getting his nourishment all day long.
You would do it?
You say, what? You would do it? Nah, only because I haven't had it since I was a baby, so like it probably would be nasty to me now. But if I had been drinking it since I was small, then yeah.
He hasn't been drinking it since he was small. It's just
I don't believe
they've been together.
I don't believe that shit.
He said he was not breastfed by his mother. It was he picked it up when she first got pregnant. He tasted it by accident. He liked it, and then he just added it into the bedroom.
I can believe that then.
I'm not finna let you,
personally,
along with my child over here, you as a grown-ass man over here, listen, if you lifting weights and you need them kind of nourishment, let me pump the shit in a cup or some shit like that.
I'm saying, but what is wrong with that, though? Like that, again, you've been conditioned to think that things should go a certain way.
That's not supposed to be sexual. Breastfeeding is not supposed to be sexual.
Who told you that?
Me.
Exactly, you told you that. You know, exactly. So you're also okay. So you're basically saying that it shouldn't be done that way.
I didn't say that. You can do that, just not with liquid coming out. So that's not for you.
Why wouldn't it be?
That's for a baby.
No, it shouldn't be. It should be for who the fuck goddamn who your husband is.
Believe it or not, that's a big, huge fetish for a lot of people. Believe it or not,
I can believe that. I'm just saying, he's getting nourishment from his wife. What's wrong with that?
That man has some repressed traumas he needs to sort in therapy, and that motherfucker got teeth. Hell no. Yeah, you can. Who's reading some of the viewer comments while we on here? And that motherfucker got teeth, not the husband and the son fighting over titties. He want nourishment. He better go get a protein shake. I bet the sheets smell like sour milk. I hate them. But listen, whatever you do in your bedroom for your marriage, if it's closeness, that's up to you. But a lot of people's problem is telling their business. Like, we didn't need to know that. I could have gone my entire lifespan without knowing that kind of shit. I would have rather not known. And then you were like, then they went back on live to say, we've been getting a lot of controversy. What did you think was going to happen when you brought your business out of the bedroom for the world to know? That's what's going to happen.
Exactly.
What are we missing? Last but not least, let's get into the relationship. We got a couple more minutes. Y'all know we say the good stuff for last. Therapist, a male therapist at that, says the main reason men cheat is because the other woman has created a safe emotional space for him. The real reason men cheat is that the side chick has created a safe emotional space for him. You want me to answer that too?
I mean, you can only speak from a side chick's perspective. You can't tell me what a man thinks. So I'm waiting on the side chick's perspective.
What do you got
think?
that? I ain't got that.
What? You never been a side chick tab?
I ain't got.
No, I'm asking a question. I've been a side nigga before.
You stay trying to make me, trying to shame me, trying to.
Who chose this topic, Tab? Who chose this topic?
You don't have to make this about me.
No, because I'm going to answer it from the man's standpoint.
I have.
But I'm just telling you, I'm telling you that you can't answer it from a man's standpoint because you're not a man. All you can give me is the side chick's perspective.
I have. And the answer that is that. That is true. That is true. What he is saying is true. It's true because, of course, she don't have to deal with the same things the wifey has to deal with.
Yes.
We don't have to listen to you. We don't have to do this. We don't have to argue with you about this. There's no need because we're not in that particular same space as the wife is. So yeah, we get what's left over. We might get you talking to us about what's going on with your day and how you can't stand the kids or how you can't stand the wife or something like that. I'm saying you don't make me put myself. All I'm just listening.
I ain't saying that. I'm just listening. Y'all know I ain't interrupt this time. I'm listening.
All I'm saying is it's true. Yeah, unbeknownst to shit.
Unbeknownst.
I have. That's a lot of y'all have been. The only difference is I'm fucking real enough to say it. Yeah.
Only because I'm digging it out of you, though.
Yeah, this ain't a come to Jesus moment for me.
Digging it out.
How about it? Well, you being
I have been a side nigga. Yeah, I've been a side nigga.
If you're a side female, when I was a side chick, listen, we create a safe space. We tell you all the things that your wife probably hasn't told you in like 19 or 20 years. We make you feel good. We probably may help you look good. We undressed you a particular type of way. And you go home. We don't have to deal with the same shit that the wife has to deal with. Fuck, I keep saying we. Don't have to deal with the same shit.
In this case, there's nothing wrong with you saying we because you're giving it to us from a side perspective.
And that's what it is. I mean,
you're not a side chick now. We know that now.
The side chick creates an atmosphere or a safe space for him to relax emotionally, to let off some steam, to have a good time, to be happy and all that good stuff. Hence the reason why he has one. If he was happy, if he was emotionally safe and secure, he wouldn't have one. Men do it for all different kind of reasons. Again, I can't speak from a man's point of view. So anytime you're ready versus listening to me over here.
No, I agree with you on that. Yeah. Because it said the main reason.
The main reason, The therapist said the main reason is because they create a safe space.
And that's what women fall short at when they think they know everything about a man. Oh, he's just getting something because he just want to just fuck other bitches. Nah, it ain't always about that.
It's about more than that.
We have feelings too.
Sometimes they don't even want to
we get emotional too.
Sometimes it's the minute another female shows interest. You got to understand that when you get married to somebody, things change over the course of a few years. Like you might not, maybe you're wearing a bonnet to bed, maybe you're wearing that old ugly ass t-shirt to bed. Things have changed. You ain't wearing the lingerie. This side chick is putting on the lingerie. I'll tell you this right now.
I'm gonna keep it gangster.
I'm gonna tell you that off top.
I'm gonna keep it gangster.
And it's his favorite color.
I want you to come to bed with that old school outfit on.
Because I'm coming to bed in the granny dress.
Oh, no, I ain't talking about that. Hell no. The book of naked. Naked in this world you came and naked as you shall leave.
I hate you. That's not sexy. That's practical. That's not sexy shit.
What you mean?
Get naked?
Well, let me tell you something about these beautiful black melanated women on this continent.
It is sexy.
On this continent that we call North America. I'd rather see them buck naked than behind some filthy rags. I want you nothing but skin, baby. Nothing but skin.
Okay, when we accessorize and dress that shit up, it looks good. Y'all like that. Don't say y'all don't.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, because I had a trench coat experience one time.
Listen, let me tell you about a trench coat experience. I'm not even gonna try it. I have been wanting to do that since I saw the shit on TV when I was young. How the women I have. Yes, I did. A few years ago, before I got into a long time ago, It was a long time ago,
She
years
finna
ago, before I
she
was in
about-
my current
She
relationship.
about to incriminate herself.
No, I ain't, because that's what happened years ago. Trench coat with lingerie on underneath there and some
Woo!
heels,
Yeah,
and you
ma'am.
show up, and that's it. And you show up and open your jacket. That's the business. You hear me, ladies? Ladies, wives, girlfriends, get you a trench coat and some red heels or some black heels. I'm trying to tell you, if your relationship was shitty before, it ain't gonna be shitty after that.
Well, what Maxwell say?
Show up to the job. If he the boss, you know, made me jump every time you do that. Just saying though, that's from a
Lord
female
have
point of
mercy.
view, and you hear it from the dude's point of view.
Nah, that's
But-
true.
Yeah, I agree with what he's saying. There's no argument there. That's why he has a side chick. Women are under the misconception that it's
But-
just because he can't control his penis.
But I would tell y'all this, being 33 years old, men, stop doing that shit. Talk to your lady and tell her where you feel like y'all are lacking at. Don't just jump out there and go try to find something new. Don't do that shit.
If you don't like the way
Try
she
to
cook
fix it at home
greens, no
first.
more. Tell her. Ethel, your greens taste like shit.
First of all, I don't know what nigga dating woman named Ethel. You tell them other motherfuckers because
Ethelina.
Kwana and Shaniqua and all of them.
Ethelina. That
Yeah,
sounds like a
no.
ghetto name. And I'm not saying it's all, Lord have mercy. Ethelina. And I'm just going to say it what I said. But yeah, there's no argument there for the relationship part. I think we pretty much got that under control about the relationship part.
Yeah, no, that's true. Like I said,
That's why.
main reason, yeah, but for real, fellas, yeah, y'all stop doing that shit, man. Talk to your lady and let her know like what's going on, how you feel and all that shit.
And it's easy to say, you know what, if you have to do that, then just walk away. A lot of people can't just walk away
You
from
gotta do it.
situations.
If you have
If you have to do that, if you got to cheat, then just walk away. Then just leave.
yeah, but like you said, that shit is tough.
You got some dirty ass. Listen, side chicks ain't following and abiding by the same rules as they used to back in the day. They used to side chicks. You never knew about a side chick, and if she had your kid until you died, and then you saw the strange woman or the strange child in the back of the church in the back. You never heard about it. Now, if a side chick is feeling like he said he would leave her for me, and you don't, your business out there. She taking pictures of you laying down snoring, and she like,
That's why niggas gotta stop lying.
because that's what you running into. You out here messing with these messy,
Stop lying, fellas.
dirty
That's
females
crazy.
out here.
Niggas
My
better
mom
tighten
said,
up,
I
right,
love
bro.
him. You must be talking about 1800. It's
You
my
mama
mama
right?
on here.
How you doing?
Yeah, it's a lot of reasons. I can say that. So to women who get an attitude or get mad at me for being a side chick, if side chicks wouldn't exist if your other half wasn't making them one. Half the time we
I
don't
get
even
that.
know. We have no idea because he done took his ring off.
Yeah, that's crazy too, though. Like, I'm only get married once. I'm not doing like so. Whoever my future wife is, I want you to understand something. Look here, sweetheart. We in it for the long ride, baby. So we in for the long ride. So don't think you going nowhere. Only way out of this, me and you, is in the box. That's the only way.
And it might be sooner than that if I ever find out you got a side chick
Because it's gonna be
'cause
some,
I'm-
what?
I'm-
Some sad singing.
and flower bringing.
If my burglar alarm started ringing, let me find out. Let me find out.
Oh God, let me find out.
Okay, Rose,
Everybody gonna pay.
Don't let me-
Everybody. I ain't saying a word. Everybody is going. The whole house getting burnt down. I'm gonna get them babies out of there, and you and your mistress. And if the babies is not there, then all the better. Whole house getting burned down.
don't
whole
let me
house.
catch you with your finger in my sugar
And
bowl.
the first one to run out get shot.
It's gonna be like that. It is what it is. Be like that sometimes, Tab. But I ain't going for it. I'm getting married one time.
That's it.
That's it. Word.
I can say that I'm in my 40s and still not married yet.
For real.
Yeah, I'm 43. I
Hey,
always
I forgot.
said
I forgot. Yeah, you 10 years.
I
older
always
than me,
said
yeah.
I wasn't marrying nobody's son, but
Why not though?
marriage ain't for everybody. It's not always for everybody, and that's okay.
What they got to do with you though?
Marriage ain't for everybody.
What they got to do with you though?
It wasn't for me at
Well,
one
we ain't
point.
I'm about to say we ain't discussing it. But we
It
discussing you
wasn't
now.
for me at one point.
For real? Why not?
I thought that marriage to me was a contract,
Oh, it is.
and I didn't like the way that
It is a contract.
felt or would have felt or sounded like.
But
Because
that,
most men always taking the shit. Like anybody I've ever dated that wanted to marry me would always say shit like, you know, when we get married, it's you have to do what I say.
to a certain extent.
I ain't doing shit.
To a certain extent.
I ain't gonna do shit.
To a certain extent.
I ain't gonna do shit.
To a certain extent.
I'm not gonna do it. That's probably why I ain't married now. That's why nobody want to marry me now.
To a certain extent.
Because I ain't gonna listen.
I'm saying, but that's not marriage ain't for you. That's just you just being stubborn to your responsibilities as a woman. On this
I don't
planet.
want to be controlled. Why should a piece of paper tell you
That's not
you are married?
It's not about a piece of paper.
You married now.
I keep telling you,
If you're in a relationship with somebody, I feel like lawfully, if you're in a common law, is South Carolina still? I think South Carolina did away with common law.
I'm not sure.
It used to be. If you were with somebody longer than a certain amount of time, they considered you married. Whether you walked the aisle and got a piece of paper signed or whatever the case may be. But I feel like if you've been in a relationship, nothing's going to change if you walk down the aisle and sign that piece of paper between the two of you that says that you are legally married. Nothing's going to change relationship-wise other than taking on this responsibility or this debt. It holds you accountable. And I think maybe a part of me didn't want to be accountable.
There we go. Now we're getting deep down inside. That's why I say I think it's the simple fact that you just don't want to do your responsibilities as a woman on this planet. But that's why I need you to understand.
I'm already doing them. What's wrong with it? How it is now?
But damn a written piece of paper contract. Who did I tell you that marriage was between, Tab? This test question. Who did I say the marriage? Who did I say was in the marriage, Tab? Who?
What are you talking about? Like a few episodes ago?
Yeah.
Man and woman. Man, woman, and God.
Man and woman and God.
So God ain't in my relationship because I ain't married?
No, that's not what I'm saying, Tab. What I'm saying is, though, if you were a little more connected with him seriously, then you would understand that your role is just bigger than being whatever they would consist of being a slave. Because a woman said it earlier on Facebook, I don't want to be a slave. Well, it has nothing to do about slavery. Why does it have to be slavery when a woman has things to do for a man? Why is it always slavery?
Because now men harp on the submission thing.
But why is it not slavery when the man got to go out here and break his back to provide a house and roof over your head and food? Why is that not slavery to the man? Why it always got to be when the woman got to do something for the man? Why is that slavery? Why is running him a bath and massage his back as he done work 12 hours all day? Why is that slavery?
I didn't say it.
That's what you on women in general. I'm asking, why is that slavery though?
It isn't. That's what I'm not gonna say that's what you're supposed to do, but that's stuff you should want to do.
Supposed is the correct word. Supposed to do.
You don't supposed to run no bath water for no man. You don't supposed to do that.
What?
You don't have to do that. That's something we don't have to do that. Yeah, we don't have to.
So after your man,
that's something we want to do.
What? No, come on.
We don't have to. You don't have to.
That's like the saying, I ain't supposed to pay none of these bills. I'm going to.
That is the truth. You don't have to pay those bills, but you are paying the bills. You're supposed to. What you want to do.
You're supposed to pay the bills, bro.
Because you feel like that's the right thing to do.
You're supposed to pay the bills,
bro. They don't say nothing like that in no Bible.
You're supposed to.
To say a man is supposed to pay bills?
No, it says the man is supposed to be the provider.
Okay, bills is providing.
Bills is providing. Is it not?
No.
Man is supposed to provide. The woman is the helpmate. That's what it says.
Supposed to.
Yeah, that's the word. Supposed.
That word is supposed. What you got to do. What you supposed to do. What you should do. What you have to do.
I'm not saying you're supposed to run it every day, Tal. That's not what I'm saying.
Because the water bill will be real high.
I'm not saying you're supposed to every day. But I'm saying though, but if a man works hard, yes, you're supposed to do these things. Like I said, same thing for a man. He's supposed to do these things for a woman.
No.
Yes.
The only thing he's supposed to do, he's supposed to keep a roof, food. Those are necessities. Those are the things for life that sustains life.
But you just said that he didn't have to.
Yeah, he don't have to do any of those things. If you are married to somebody, there are some things. I don't feel like even if you marry, you're supposed to run somebody's bath water. You're gonna keep the word supposed to.
I am. I'm gonna keep that. I am. Again, I just said that I'm not saying on an everyday basis, Tab. But there's things that you're supposed to do for the man.
Y'all supposed to get back rubs too?
Like the woman's supposed to get back rubs. I'm not saying it's one-sided. The man is supposed to run bad water for his wife and supposed to rub her back and start that too. I'm not saying it's one-sided.
It's the supposed to part.
But I'm saying, but don't negate it because you feel like I ain't got to do it though.
Yeah, don't do that just because. Yeah, now I can't say that because I do those things. The foot rubs, the back rubs, and I'm not married today. Not yet, but still.
Well, she's throwing a shot at you, bro.
I do those things. Listen, don't get in started because I'm the one that said not right now. He's waiting on me. I'm the one that said nope.
Why?
Because
That's a pose
I'm
word?
convinced that it's a piece of paper, and I'm gonna talk low because if you get him started, he will never stop with this subject.
Okay.
He is pissed. He gets pissed about this because I say it's a piece of paper, but that piece of paper means so much to the other person. And okay, fine.
But it's not. It's more than just a piece of paper, though, Tab.
What's wrong with what we have now? Why do you have to? But why do we have to put labels? Such a stern. It's labeling. You want to label it. That's my wife. That's my husband. And it's the only.
What's wrong with that?
And then it's a problem because I don't want the last name. That's a problem to you if your wife don't want your last name and wants to hyphenate the shit. Is that a problem for you?
So you want Tab with the
I want to hyphenate it.
Okay.
Why you can't take my last name?
I mean, he can, but I mean, that's not ideal.
How it's supposed to be.
I mean, no, it's not ideal.
Yeah, I know. I'm being an ass right now.
It's not ideal. You know what I'm saying? For the man to take the woman's last name. I mean, I think that the woman should take the man's last name because the man's supposed to provide. So the woman's going where he's going. The man is the leader. The man's the leader and the woman has to follow.
My T00TS09 said it's not slavery when you care for someone. You do considerate and kind things for them. In the right relationship, submission easily occurs. Women will submit. Men, if you don't know nothing else, women submit to men they feel can handle the job. You don't just you can't stop expecting a woman to submit just because you in a relationship and you the man and she's the woman. Stop expecting that. If we feel safe with you, if we feel like we are protected with you, if we feel like you can definitely lighten the load and we can let go of being as independent as we had to be by ourselves and you're okay and you're making it a safe space for us, then yes, we will be submissive.
I agree with that, Tab, but here's my only thing though. Then don't get into a relationship until that has occurred. Don't come into a relationship half-assing or halfway in. If you're not all the way in, don't be in a relationship then until you're ready to submit. That's the problem. We're getting into relationships when we like somebody heavily or we like this person. So I'm going to get with this person because I like them.
How else are you going to know if the person can handle?
Because we can still get to know each other without being in a relationship until like all these things that they're doing before, we can still do that. Same way you saying about, well, I ain't got to be married to do all this stuff. Well, I don't have to be in a relationship to be in all the stuff, do all the stuff either.
That's true. So
what I'm thinking is don't do it until you're ready to submit. That defeats the purpose of getting in a relationship. What do we get into a relationship for if you're not going to submit?
Why would you be submissive in a relationship? Why not? I'm not going to be submissive in my relationship. I'm going to wait till I get married. And if we're getting married, then I trust you. I trust you to lead. A lot of y'all being submissive to men out here who can't lead, who can't lead their penis in front of the toilet the right way when they get ready to pee.
But that's why I'm saying just don't get into no relationship until then. Don't get into no relationship until you're ready to submit.
We're always ready.
Just fuck out of here.
No. If she ran across the right man, that's not true. That's absolutely true.
I disagree with you.
That's not true. We're always ready to be submissive to the right man.
No.
To the right man.
No.
It has to be the right man. Just gonna submit.
It's not gonna be the right man. It's gonna be whatever man y'all feel the most, whatever y'all feel like y'all can just get away. No, I'm
not gonna do that. I'm not gonna just submit to a guy just because he's the guy in a relationship.
No. That's what I'm saying though. But the time that you be in a relationship, use that time to date and get to know each other.
I agree.
And then you can still learn all the things that you want to learn in the dating stage, but don't jump into a relationship if you're not ready to submit. Because yes, the man is going to be the leader. Yes, the man is going to be the one that's supposed to have that last say. I'm not saying that the woman can't give her opinion and the man shouldn't listen to the woman's opinion. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is after y'all have had whatever conversation, his answer is going to be final and should be final. That's all I'm saying.
Y'all be putting too much into the relationships.
What you mean? As far as what?
If y'all behaving like you, husband and wife, y'all moving in, y'all living together. My situation is no different. You living with somebody, cooking for the person, bringing them food, washing their clothes, doing all the stuff, getting ready for work, ironing their stuff. That's basically.
That's what?
What's the difference between that and getting married? Because that's what we were initially discussing. Behaving like as if you're married in a relationship.
But have you two went to God and said, "Hey, look at God. This is what this is."
No, I went to God and said, I ain't married nobody's son.
But that's what I'm saying. Don't tell like we can't keep doing stuff and ain't putting the man in it now, Tab. That's the missing piece. There we go.
I don't want to.
I'm being real.
Put him
I'm
in
being
it
real.
because he ain't acknowledging the relationship. I think he acknowledges marriages. I don't think he really gives a shit about relationships.
I think he does. I think he does.
I don't think he does. I don't put too much emphasis on relationships.
I think he does.
You think so?
Of course, I think he does. Not saying he does. Of course, the goal he wants us to get married. I'm not saying he doesn't want us to get married, but don't skip over the relationship. Like don't skip over the relationship.
Or do shitty shit because you think God ain't paying attention.
Yeah, he's definitely watching. He's definitely looking.
I'm a cheat because it don't count in the relationship.
No,
I ain't gonna do it when I
count,
get
no,
married.
no.
Oh, yeah, it can.
It definitely counts, big dog. But what I'm saying, if y'all went to, I say, you know what, this is what this is, though. We come to you as a couple. That's what we're gonna do. I think that right there, in his eyes, that right there is equivalent to get married. Once y'all acknowledge him and what y'all got going on, I don't need paper. I don't need paper for that.
I agree.
Now, if you do that, if you say that's what y'all did, okay, cool. I'm cool with that. That's fine. But we can't keep doing this though, Tab, and not add the man in it though.
I agree.
That's how I look at it.
Well, that's our time. Clearly, he on the phone in there, so he ain't noticed we 16 minutes over.
I don't think he care.
And you,
we started late anyway, so I don't think he care.
Yeah, and you have got to get out of here. It's almost 9 p.m. here. But listen, that is going to do it for Word on the Street. We have had, and this was an amazing show. I keep moving the fucking mic. This is an amazing show. We got down to the get down, and this is how I like it to be. You got your opinion, I have mine, and it's okay to agree to disagree when you're talking to somebody without getting mad or without showing your ass or feeling a particular way towards the person. I mean, we're all made to be different.
Yeah.
So he's going to have his opinions and I'm going to have mine. Of course, we're not going to speak on the same particular situations and feel the same because he's a man and I'm a woman.
Yeah.
And that's what makes this even better. That's why we work so well together, because we understand the importance of being able to agree and disagree.
Y'all.
Communication. I've been told I don't have the best communication.
Who told you that? Let me guess. The man that want to propose to you. Why you want to propose then if you ain't got the best communication?
Because we settle.
What?
We sometimes settle. If you say, I'm looking for 6 things in a woman, you find 4 things. 2 things, depending on how important those 2 things are. You settle. A lot of people aren't getting all 6 things.
Are we selling or are we compromising?
You could be selling, you could be compromising.
Yeah, because I think compromising means I have a problem with it, but I'll go through with it, but I'm going to mention it. I think settling is when like you just don't even mention what's fucking with you.
Deal with it.
You just dealing with it without even mentioning it. But I think compromising is I'll deal with it, but I'm going to mention it like, yo, with this right here, we need to see what's going on, what we're doing with this. I think though, with that. What I think.
That's gonna do it. I think we had enough.
Yeah.
You had enough.
No, I'm gonna talk some more, but we can go. I gotta go host anyway.
All right, that's gonna do it for Word on the Street. This is season 1, episode 7. We're gonna get out of here because my co-host has another event that he's got to do.
No, that's not what we're getting out of here. We're getting out of here because we're over time. Like, don't throw me up under the bus. We gotta get out of here because my co-host
gotta be out of here. He got to get out of here.
They ain't got nothing to do with me, y'all.
That is going to do. We'll see you guys next week for season 1, episode 8.
Yep. That means we have 4 more to go.
4 more to go.
Cause we doing 12. I'm stuck on this Tupac sister. And y'all, I'm waiting on.
I'm excited.
So we're gonna do it like word. Like we're gonna do it like right here, like Word on the Street.
Oh, y'all gonna be able to see. It's gonna be set up, and everybody's gonna be able to see her on the screen. Of course, it's gonna be virtual.
Okay.
Of
course she's not coming.
Y'all are gonna be able to see her, and we're gonna talk about it because that's as close as we're gonna get to the greatest. As close as we can get.
I can't wait. I can't wait to meet Sidro. I can't wait.
See you guys.